back, adventurers. My name is Eli, the Game Master, and this is A Good Day to Die. Last we left off, the group started making their way deeper into the Nightmare Thief Hag's hut, sans Ragnar, moving deeper into the trapped rooms, moving their way through enemies, locations, traps, doors, locks, keys, all kinds of craziness. Eventually finding themselves into a rather pleasant greenhouse. This greenhouse extended out, and Perry was like, nah, dog, I got this. Busted out a window, crawled through the pane of the glass, and found himself teleported outside of the nonsensical magical hut. And he was like, I don't know what I was expecting.
For some reason.
The rest of the group, however, found themselves in the presence of a giant talking flytrap. Dr. Tone pitched the idea to kill the giant flytrap to move past it, and the flytrap turned, looked at him, and said, I would not do that. Stunned and bewildered, the group was at a standstill, but that is not where we're going to start tonight. Tonight, we are going to start where Ragnar disappeared into. So, Shane, you said Ragnar was going to do, or Ragnar, rather, was going to do what?
He was going to go the opposite direction that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
Try to figure out if I can find Thesmara.
Okay. In doing so, it would not take you long. If you started to look for her, she would make it very apparent where she was. You had already made your way deeper into the dungeon of the hut, through the greenhouse and past the giant flytrap that protected it. The doors open up and you step into a room that is filled with a mixture of odd smells. A combination of herbs and rotting wood fill your nostrils. As you step into this room, you see that there is a massive magical rune etched into the floor. You see a table sitting in the center of this wide open room, and in a wicker chair, you see the titular Thesmara. She would be sitting with a book open in front of her, the pages turning periodically, and you see a pointed hat sitting next to her, like that of a typical wizard's hat. However, when you step into the room, you see it looks old, weathered, and the folds of the hat have kind of like creased in on themselves. As you step in, you see the hat shift, and a single yellow eye peeks out from the folds therein. You see she has in front of her another crystal ball, and off to the back is a cauldron bubbling and brewing, with a broomstick leaning against the wall, and you see a sphere of darkness, about 15 by 15, sitting off to the side, and it's almost like blackened flames, how it rolls and licks around, but you are unable to see in or past it. She sits there and turns and looks up at you with the same fetishes braided into her hair, the long rows, her fingernails kind of tapping together as she acknowledges you. She says, so, you come here to have a meeting with me, she says.
Yes, I did. You stated that you could send us home, correct?
Of course.
What about just me?
I could do that, she says. Why are you interested in me?
I do not need them for what I am after. But the question is, can you get me there?
Where is it you may want to go?
To the northern lands.
If you need a reminder.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
It specifically the kingdom of Monhead.
Yeah. I need to go to the kingdom of Monhead. I have an idea of where. The closer you can get me there, the better.
I am familiar. I can get you within a few miles at least.
Excellent. If you want to, I will happily go. But I will be out of your hair. You do not have to deal with me.
There is something that I've been wanting to ask you, she says.
By all means.
Now, This is not the barbarian that the others are familiar with speaking, is it?
Yes and no.
You are something else. You are part of the black blood that's infected the material plane.
And what is that to you?
Well, the fact that something outside, beyond the dark tapestry, is touching into our world and more, taking it over. I have questions. I want to know more about it. I think that you will.
As long as you take me to where I want to go. Sure.
I can do better than that. You tell me what I want to know. She stands up. She walks around the table to you. She says, I think I can separate you from him. I can give you your own body and remove everything that is Ragnar from Ragnar. He will more or less still be what he was before you took him over. But you won't be bound anymore to this body.
What's in it for you?
Simply the questions that I have to ask, and knowing what is beyond the dark tapestry and how it's affecting the material world. You see, with the new souls that are being sent here from the material plane, I am getting closer to the plane of Ling. The Ling is an access point to the dark tapestry, where my powers begin to feed from. I want to know where it's coming from. I want to talk to it first.
That might be tricky. But I could try to help you with that.
Then we have a deal. She gestures to the symbol in the center of the floor.
Is there a roll to make sure that it's not being completely bamboozled?
Yes. Yeah, you can roll sense motive, or you can roll knowledge arcana on the symbol.
Yeah, we're gonna go to that one. You ain't got the other.
No.
You're still gonna roll a one.
Maybe even.
No higher than 5.
Ha, 30.
Wow. So with a 30, looking at the sigil in the center of the floor, there's a couple of things that you can deduce. Firstly, it is a teleportation sigil, but it does more than that. This sigil, looking at the floor, can shift and move. The symbols can be rearranged, and you know just from experience that the hut can shift and move, it in its entirety. And this sigil is no exception. If the sigil was to shift and move, she can turn it into several different types of circles. She can make it a circle of harm. She can make it a circle of death. She can make it a circle of trap the soul. And with all of these circles, as you kind of look it over, you are able to deduce that with trap the soul, she can also remove curse. There are several different combinations where she will be able to remove Ragnar from Ragnar, the two separate entities. So, you, as Ragnar, would be able to maintain this body and shed all the weakness that is Ragnar. You would be in total control forevermore of your own body.
I step into the circle.
She grins.
As I walk over, I would just be grinning, realizing like it's very plausible.
Mm-hmm. The incantation that she has to perform is going to take time. She begins to light candles and she begins to chant. She does hand you a knife and ask for the black blood that runs through your veins.
But not with such. Do I need to roll damage?
Because you heal from it, so. As you cut your hand, the black blood, or someplace that's not so full of nerves, black blood drops to the ground. It hits, and the sigil begins to shudder. The floorboards shift and move. The floorboards begin to turn and twist, kind of like a puzzle, as they begin to rearrange, and you see the blood begin to seep out into the grooves of the sigil and fill it. That white color to it begins to turn very, very dark. As all of this begins to happen, this green glow emanates from it. You feel a pull in your chest, as if something was being taken from you. You feel your soul essentially begin to shift and twist into two separate directions. As all of this happens, Ragnar, you open your eyes and you look around, and you are standing in a sea of darkness. You see in the distance, kind of about 10 or 15 feet out, something standing just outside of the line of your sight. Imagine if it was like a campfire and something stood outside that ring of light and was looking at you. You can see that glistening glow of eyes like a predator staring at you. And you hear a similar voice, a familiar voice, but it's very, very different somehow.
Ragnar. You've been asleep for some time.
Where are we?
We are in your mind, Ragnar. Spacious, isn't it?
What do you want?
Oh, you sound so ungrateful for what I did.
You see a hand extend so that you can see it in the light. It is your arm, the snake tattoo on the bottom of it and everything. But the digits, every joint is distended and the black blood dripping from it, more gruesome than you have ever seen it before.
I saved you, and I saved your friend Toad as well. From your silly mistake.
Oh. It was the catacombs.
Yes. You were knocked unconscious, dying on the floor, and when your body was void of a driver, I took it over.
How long has it been?
Only an hour or so.
It steps into the light. Your muscles, tawny and rope, maybe tawny is not the word, distended and shallow in the skin is shown. You see the skin has parted in places, and the muscle fibers themselves look like they're undulating and weaving in through each other as black blood begins to drip. But that is not what gains your attention the most. What gains your attention the most is when it looks at you, you see your own visage, but half of it is missing, and you see there is no eye here. Only this kind of off gray color with what looks to be a jaw, like a folded out jaw like that of a lamprey. Hello? Hi, it's my girlfriend. She brought food.
I did bring food. I got you chicken fried rice too. It's in your house on your table. Can we bring it down here?
That's the you question.
You want chicken fried rice?
Way to break the tension. Anyway, like that of a lamprey, just kind of a fold of a jaw filled with teeth, and you see a tendril kind of snake out and roll back in. It's very much similar to that what you've seen with Melquar, but something is much more sinister about it.
Only an hour or so.
And it doesn't look the same as what I recall from the caves.
Yes, but different. It's like, that is the same creature, but it has gone through some stuff.
But I do have to thank you for what you've done here, Ragnar.
I'm reaching back.
You have made me stronger and got me so much farther than I would without you. But it is your rage that I connected to. Oh, those months ago. Whenever I infected your body, I felt the rage you had, and I became addicted to it. And now it's mine.
What do you mean it's yours now? You said we're the same person.
Not anymore. I have one last gift for you, Ragnar, before I go. I want to restore your memories.
He reaches out to touch your head.
I don't flinch, not knowing really what to expect.
That's right.
Thank you.
Work.
I love you. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I did ask him to ask you guys to, and he said no. So.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
I
Get
did
the-
say that.
Did you get the number of that bus?
Ha ha. Meow.
You called my girlfriend a bus. Wow.
Wait, what?
Wow. Dang, Amos. Anyway.
He didn't ask us about food, nah, I'm the asshole.
He reaches out. As he touches your head, you feel this pulse roll through you. You find yourself laying on the ground. You are in the cave, and you have just had the fight with that creature that becomes Ragnar. As you are lying there, you see Hadar step into the cavern. He's holding his arm and he is bleeding as he looks down at you. He reaches down and he touches your neck. He can feel a pulse and he kind of like scoops you up and he throws you on his shoulders. He begins to step out, and when he gets beyond the edge of the cave, you see those people of the village standing there, and you see the black blood spattered on the ground in front of them as they look around confused. You also see Drew standing there. Drew is holding his axe, and he has the same stains on his chest, and he looks confused. What happened? Hadar says, I think Ragnar stopped it. Whatever it was, I think he saved us. We have to get him back to the village as soon as possible. The villagers, confused, hear that. They begin to ask questions, but they quickly begin to help. They start to take you and move you out. You get flashes and images of you in the back of a wagon, you being treated, your wounds being healed, as you make it back to your village. As you get there, you see members of the Coil come in and they begin to ask Hadar questions. He starts to talk about what had happened, how you went into the cave by yourself, and how suddenly everyone expelled the black blood from their system and they were saved and they were once again in control. They begin to kind of murmur and talk, and there is rumors of like, will you ever wake up? And if you do, like, what would they do with this? You know, like, he did this single-handedly, and it could have been much worse. That night, Drew, sleeping off in one corner of the hut that you're in, a soft fire glowing in the fireplace, as your bones crack and pop, and your eyes open, and they are black. Black blood rolls from your nose. As you sit up in bed, you turn and you look around and you realize it is not you. This is Rage. This is the creature. It walks over and it grabs the axe leaning against the wall. Or, I'm sorry, the hammer. The hammer leaning against the wall. And Drew, kind of like rubbing his eyes, sits up and he looks up at you. And he says, Ragnar! Ragnar? As you step up in grin, you raise the hammer and then suddenly you snap back.
I killed them. I killed every last one of them, except for your friend Hadar, so that he could tell all the other members of the Coil what Ragnar has done.
That's what you've done.
Oh, but they don't know that, Ragnar. Only we do. And you will take it to your grave. But I have work to do. There's a key in Monhell that's calling my name, and with it, I will have true independence from the rest of the Black Blood.
You're never gonna get there. We're stuck, remember?
I know something you don't.
Suddenly, you jolt back as the witch pulls both of you apart and you hit the ground, and you are in Hertzville. You are at 0 HP. As you hit the ground, she turns and looks as you see your rage form. It's not quite as menacing and terrifying as it was, but it's still spooky. It's still very scary. As it stands there.
Oh, Ragnar. It was fun while it lasted, but I have things to do.
He takes the cursed axe off of your back.
I just kind of reach out and then drop my hand.
Meanwhile, got him. All according to plan.
She couldn't do BBG.
This was Shane's doing. Shane has done things even I couldn't do.
I would invite you to everybody. I'm a cleric.
Thank God.
I'm a gnome cleric.
You're an adequate healer.
What? Why is it in every campaign the thing I want to do, someone else is like, oh, I can do that, but better?
I think that's a question you need to ask yourself.
Hey, nobody's died more than you have.
Yeah, nobody has died better than you.
That's debatable.
I haven't had to make a new character.
Oh, Shane died once, yeah.
You did.
And his final words were, why?
You had to make a new
But
character
oh yeah, that's right.
twice
That's right.
when AJ didn't die. We won't talk about how AJ was the second character.
Oh, good
The
memories.
Adventures of AJ now.
I think it's hilarious that you said you didn't have to make a new character.
I know. I
Completely blocked that out. Huh?
yeah.
That is assassin. You certainly
Technically-
assassinated the party, that's for sure. Anyways.
That's got
We don't
big
have
red
that.
eyes.
I'm good at my job.
I said I guess.
Didn't say it say it loud.
Everyone can take that away from you.
I'm good with my face.
Literally. Yeah. You could. Actually, you just break a window and jump out.
It went so I couldn't squeeze through the hole. You bring a valid point, sir. I can see it.
That's the sound. Mom, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Stunned.
Yeah.
Did that thing just speak?
Yeah, it's awakened. You're awakened. Awakened? Awoken?
How very absurd.
Hey, Max. Why?
You're asking why I was brought to sentience.
Yes.
Probably to be a more adequate guard.
Didn't work well for me.
I'm sorry to hear that. Oh.
Which that was fine.
As I was stating,
I mean, I won't. I just need through, I think.
as I was stating, I wouldn't do that, and I can't let you through. I have one purpose, and it's to keep anyone from getting through this door.
You're okay with that purpose?
Oh yes, I have a very comfortable life here.
What do you eat?
Anything I want.
He's a man eater.
I tried so hard not to.
And I guess that's your form.
What you got so far?
Okay. I look at the dragon, I look at Tigris, I look at you.
Huck it at it.
I find this creature absolutely fascinating. I am kind of torn on what we should do to get around it. There may be another way. But we don't take time to make plans here. That's just not what we do.
Where did you go?
Don't go outside.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
You gonna just come back through the window?
No, the window's no more.
Couldn't you just refenestrate?
I tried.
Extra dimensional space stuck in a tree. What do you think was gonna happen?
I thought I could have walked around the outside.
Uh-huh. How'd that go for you?
Obviously, I had to take a few more steps than that.
Uh-huh.
You have to
Hey, the
type
plant
this.
talks, by the way. It's an awoken plant.
How do you do?
He's quite well.
I don't believe you.
I don't know why he's deciding now to not speak.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
I'll live
Spoken
up
yet.
with the group as
Yeah, that's what.
well. Yeah.
That'd be very lucky. I'm very
So,
curious.
are you allowed to answer what's behind the door behind you?
You may ask 3 questions.
Oh, can I?
Not because I'm a riddle plant, but because I don't have any patience for you.
So it does not. Okay.
How long have you been here?
It's hard to keep track of time in an extra-dimensional space.
I could have told you that.
In a plane where time fluctuates.
Are we done talking?
So we're
Also, it's perpetually daylight in here. There are 3 levels to why I can't answer your question.
I'm going to ready, because I have the bomb out.
Mhm.
I'm going to ready an action to throw a bomb at the plant the moment it looks like he's going to attack us.
Knowledge. I don't think I've rolled a knowledge nature on any of these other plants and whether they would respond
all from
to
the
any
Feywild.
aggression.
What do you get taking 10 on knowledge nature?
I get.
Would he let you get that close?
Can I get that close?
I mean, he doesn't seem to mind.
You're just within the table.
I got 13.
Yeah, the ambush plant doesn't mind if you get closer to it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Do what?
13.
With the 13, you can identify some of these plants. Not all of them are from the Feywild, but half of them are. The ones that Perry is next to, those are hydrangeas.
Nice.
They smell delightful. Since motive then
On the hydrangeas?
on
Yeah,
the
lovely.
greenhouse in general, because I think the rest of these plants would rise up in rebellion. if we were
You may
to
roll.
settle,
Yeah.
okay?
Rise up and go out. It's a green
30.
Wow. With the 30, a couple of things that you do note is you think that at one time that might have been the intent of this. Maybe even some like red cap fae to look like yard gnomes that would just jump up and start whooping butt. But it seems that the nightmare hag or the DM found this giant fly trap and decided to give it sentience and thought that was cooler, and so did that instead.
You also like he senses the motive of the universe itself.
I love how exclamation peek behind the curtain.
Could you imagine red? Because red caps are like have hat made out of leather from their and they wield medium-sized scythes despite being small creatures.
Oh.
And they have metal boots with spikes, and one of their attacks is. I can only imagine it's just a shin splintering.
It's got a wood splitting axe as their shoes.
But I was gonna have them just stand there motionless, but they look sinister, and you just be like, "Woo, that thing's ugly and suspicious."
We would have spent 3 hours on it.
Yeah, I know.
Just put that outside.
Not a bad idea.
David pulls out a sword and he looks at Tony and says, "Unless you have any objections, I'm going to mulch this thing
Why though?
so that we can get behind door number 1."
Hey, can we get behind there?
No.
That's
Like
why.
physically we can, or you won't let us?
Yes.
Would you be open to a trade?
It's a plant.
Kind of good.
Hold on.
Hear me out.
Perhaps some delicious food.
Roll that diplomacy.
Let him cook. Make a salad.
Can you aid me? You have 50 on Aid me. 17.
Is that with the plus two?
Yes.
It is not convinced, but it is curious.
I have some high quality trash.
I eat hundreds of pounds of raw meat every day.
How about skeletons?
How about
Well, raw meat on top of skeleton.
That's just meat
Yeah.
with bones in it.
Are you familiar with Aloth?
That's bone and wings. Sorry.
Are you familiar with Aloth? Have you met? What about some delicious spider dragon meat?
Spider dragon and a tiger dragon.
So, let me get this straight. You're going to trade me meat to confront the mistress who brought me to life. And when she kills you, she is then going to kill me for letting you pass in exchange for a meal.
That's very large.
Or we kill her and figure out.
You know how Damon's always the
You
first
know,
one to
We
diplomatize?
can figure out.
He's watching aghast at
When-
what's going on.
We know where to put you. Because you're a big old boy.
Roll diplomacy.
I want me to aid you?
Yeah, please.
I do.
What is going on?
Did you?
I did.
31.
You should have been talking the whole time.
I need to know where you take me.
There's a giant swamp that's pretty big. How do you feel about the material plane?
I've never been.
There is a
I know
little
an
bit
entire
smaller.
swamp where there's already a do not disturb area, so if anyone goes there, it's just like free game to eat it.
That's
I
true.
do well with wet feet. It's much drier in here than I'd like.
Oh, buddy boy. Let me tell you about the swamp, and I'll start describing the swamp as tastily as I can. Like all the and I make sure to mention the creature, the flora, the fauna that naturally live there, how he would naturally fit in their environment.
That sounds like a tasty swamp.
I'll have your voluntary Manzarek home become a.
They have a giant volcano that's a do not disturb from the Ripley,
That's not bad.
where a frog hemoth lives.
Become best buds.
I mentioned the Grippling
Pork one
and
has
the
that pass.
water, and I'm like, sentient food is always better.
You have my attention and my curiosity, but my next question is how you get me
Well, the one we can figure out how we're going to link shit, but I'm sure we can include you in the number.
You're a sentient creature.
They can move and talk, right?
Be able to travel this way.
There's nothing. Elon realizes
There's
I'm
nothing
messed up.
anchoring you to this spot. Besides your group.
Favor did you have?
I got no roots.
Thanks, Eli.
That was going to be a surprise, but yeah, I can move. Not very fast, but I can.
I'm just saying. Stay here and be force-fed what little morsels you can by this witch that we plan on killing. or get teleported to a swamp where there's quite literal free reign of food. Or a forest, or a giant open plains, but you wouldn't fit in the plains too exposed either. Because I know this is an ambush hunter plane, right? Because I rolled a high enough knowledge on that. So I like really lean into that aspect of like.
See that the real fight here is, and Eli has made it has some really cool combat that he wants to try.
Or just letting us talk our way out of it.
Roll me one more diplomacy.
8.
Damon's on board with this too. Yeah, he hates.
I rolled the lowest I rolled.
So 27.
Oops. 21.
21.
Ooh, might not do it. Might not do it.
But if
I also aid.
If I load him and from hostile to anger to neutral, the DC gets lower.
It's true.
That's true.
I don't know if it's that low.
But you can still have fun too. That's fine. We tried.
We can encounter it later and you can just
I
comment.
look at so to get Taylor's to also hate me, I kind of look at him and I was like, tell him about the forest that's near about the tree.
There's forest near that tree.
Because I know he knows about places and people.
Things and stuff.
The fly trap says, you've convinced me. You make it. You make it.
Because it is a fly trap.
Bluff is this thing.
Does my trap sense go off?
My Venus flytrap sense is gone up.
I have to pull off the dust from that sensor. It never gets used.
Beep, 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 beep. What's that? Oh, my Venus flytrap sensor. I forgot I had it.
21 total.
For sense motive. This thing doesn't have bluff.
Probably negative.
No, it's charisma's garbage. So it does very much that, like, yeah, you can pass. Get closer and pass. Like in a very suspicious way.
Oh, so I 100% just throw a bomb at it.
Okay. And with that, we
So
will
I'm like,
roll.
yeah, cool. You just think me chuck the bomb?
And with that, we will roll for initiative.
Like, how close were we?
Great
to convince
catch.
it?
Why couldn't I have rolled that for my sense
I
motive?
rolled a 2 on that roll.
Oh no. If you would have rolled a 5, you would have made it.
Yeah!
Holy crap.
That's why I was trying to get Taylor's to aid me, because it was like that much closer.
I like how you shifted that dice. I was just cheating.
I just had this.
I think he
number
is,
roll.
yeah. But Lord help him, he needs to.
Ow!
If you
Ow!
cheated, if you cheated,
Ow!
you would only be slightly
That's
below
a little
average.
bitty knife. Look at this thing.
This one goes to 11.
11? What'd you roll? A 1.
Oh God.
He still rolled higher than me.
Damon.
25.
19.
Where are you rolling?
Oh, he said 2.
So, no.
8?
That's all.
One of us was ready for a fight.
One of these things
Oh.
is not like the
Yeah,
other.
one of us was ready for a fight.
Oh, what have I done?
Oh.
You just caused this thing to
You're
die.
not last.
Oh God.
Oh, no. Let me guess. This reflex is garbage too.
Oh, Taylor's is
But it's fortitude.
Oh, the Venus flytrap's reflexes are actually very fast. Because that's its whole shtick.
Bed.
Spread.
That's what it sounds like when it.
All right, Terrorist woke up and chose violence.
With power, love, and friendship. Get this gun I found. Why does the blind dragon one have a gun?
Wow. All right, you throw a bomb at thing.
Yes.
Roll that thing.
Roll touch. Yeah. I'm assuming it is not left-footed.
But it is rooted.
Thank you. 22 to touch.
22 will touch.
Woo! This does fire damage.
It's probably immune to fire damage.
I asked for a weakness. It's not immunity. Well,
12 points of damage?
okay.
It's 36 if you want to triple it.
look like it did 12 points.
I asked for weaknesses.
It doesn't look super thrilled about that.
Just because of the damage, or
Probably.
I thought I asked for weaknesses.
You did, and it has no special weakness.
It's vulnerability, like vulnerable fire.
That's a weakness, yeah. So, you throw what only makes sense at the plant. It hits and bursts into flame. The plant roars out, its trap snapping as it reels from the explosion, and it turns back to face you.
It doesn't believe us, by the way. It's totally going to kill us. I announce as I do that.
With your sense motive, that was a surprise round. You hit it on the surprise round, so this is top of the initiative. Damon,
Woohoo!
That's a
I
first.
start turn.
mechanically or theatrically?
He can't do something.
I always said you can move through from spaces, but yeah, it does say
Yeah,
unobstructed.
I'm obstructed. He can move through my space, but I am obstructing his space.
Theatrically.
How close do you get to it?
It's 20 feet. He can move 20 feet. Right?
Yes.
Or is it 20 feet?
I can move 20 feet or I can double move.
Right.
Okay, I just noticed it closes its mouth all on its own.
Yeah. It didn't.
Yeah, we saw that last week.
I did.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he put some work
If
into
I was
this.
on the surprise round, that would be one he would charge. Could I have to take a 5-foot step out of his way so he can do that?
No, he didn't know. It's okay. I'll just move 20.
Well,
Let's move 20 feet
also
up.
with the ready to action, I think that's all you can do.
Okay.
I'll just move 20 feet up and plant myself.
Boom.
Hilarious.
Shall we leave that alone?
Yes.
So, all of the food, could you put it so we can see how big it is?
Hey, you can hide. You can see.
So it is effectively huge.
Yes.
Is it large?
It is huge.
It's only 4
That's
squares.
large.
Oh, okay.
Let me.
Because that made bit of a base on
Is that? He's not the bigger circle then.
If he's huge.
You have a coffee can lid?
Boom, and then we'll.
Grab one of those red solo cups.
Yeah.
So I can fill you up.
Okay, so that is mechanically huge. That is appropriate. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay. Hit it.
Okay,
Hit it.
I will. Because you do provoke.
Okay.
Does a 32 hit you?
Yeah.
Is it
Dealing 8 points of damage.
I like that.
Hey,
There it
there it is.
You take 8 points. Does a 27 beat your CMD?
Oh.
Okay. As you begin to run towards it, you see one of its limbs, one of its alternate mouths, kind of lurch out, and it snaps, biting into your armor and trying to pull you into it, but it can't quite make purchase as it kind of grinds off of you. Do you make any other questionable actions?
I've only moved 20 feet. Can I reach it?
Do you have a 10-foot reach?
He's a little short in that department.
Hey,
Ha!
haven't heard that one before. I'm gonna study this thing. Terrace is gonna shoot it
With a 1?
with a 29, and that will strike. Woo!
Will it hurt?
Maybe. Friggin' maybe. Dealing 21 points of damage.
Right, this guy's on our team.
Yeah, that's right. As he draws his pistol, he shoots this thing. It recoils back as he's like, "Dude," and starts to reload.
Nice.
Flytrap's turn. It's gonna take a 5-foot trip on the map, isn't it?
Oh, that's
He is going to snap at Perry.
Yes. I know this one.
Does a 26 hit you? Wonderful.
Hold up.
Hold it.
You have 26.
He's very dexterous.
I'll tell me.
14 points of damage.
Is it cold by chance?
Does a 31 beat your combat maneuver defense?
Let's see. No.
He's even more dexterous than I am.
Because I can use my intelligence modifier.
Oh. Alright. Next one.
Wait, what'd you say? Is it? I've got 31. What'd you say?
It's highs.
Is that what you said?
Rollers.
So if I meet, that wins.
Yes.
Ah,
So you are repelled.
okay.
Liberating plan.
How about none?
How about shot?
You want to counter?
Escape artist, right? 9 plus
Yeah.
Plus
You
10.
got it already.
Yeah. 6 editions ago, you got it. So that was one attack. Second attack.
4 hits.
Does a 28 hit you?
Yes.
You take 6 points of damage.
I did.
Does a 28 beat your combat maneuver defense? This is coming at you, Perry. Does a 22 hit you? This is coming at you, damn it. Does a 30 even hit you?
Yes.
Dealing 9 points of damage. Does 26 beat your combat maneuver defense? This thing shifts. The ground rolls underneath it as it's like. It reaches out. It bites down on Perry. As it begins to pull him up off the ground, you all hear as Dr. Tone went, nope. And it just drops you out. You kind of like stumble and hit the ground. Another one snaps at you and you jump in the air on your little like aim ball of air.
Yeah.
As it two of them snap at Damon as Damon just stands there and is like, this is all I know, and they just start like and start biting onto him and he's just like cool. Cool. It didn't kill you in one round, so now it's in trouble. Harry.
Is it a magical creature?
No, it is not a magical creature.
It's a talking fly trap. What's not magical about
So
this?
the magic doesn't make it a thing. The magic makes it. The plane naturally exists.
Like if we use enlarge person on you, you're not a magical creature. You have a magical effect on
It's still talking.
Yes.
Wow.
You're in
Again?
you. It was not born a talking plant.
We were in
Still
the
some
nightmare realm on a witch's floating throne. What do you want from us?
There's a lot of plants there.
It's all fake and
I
make
delivered
believe.
2,000
Name
plants
3.
today, and they were all mobile.
Normal Venus flytraps, the one that belong to the
Those seeds that helicopter.
What are those called?
Those seeds.
What would be higher? 10 plus base attack bonus and wisdom modifier of Thesmara? Or it's sense motive?
He's asking you whichever.
Whichever is higher.
Oh, it would not be his sense motive. It
So-
would be the other thing.
Does a 26 beat either of these?
Beat. Which one?
Either of them.
What was the first one?
10 plus his base attack bonus plus wisdom.
Okay, base attack plus
And 10 plus wisdom.
modifier. What was the number? 26.
So I'm doing a range
Hey,
feint on him.
hang on. Yeah, do your thing.
Range feint as a move action, and then I'm going to actually attack.
Huh?
Flat footed. 33 hit his flat foot.
Yeah. You ain't got no
He ain't got no feet.
Painted
So
man.
if it is susceptible to precision. Mm, 22 points of damage.
So cute.
I think it's just susceptible to
Sneak attack.
22?
Hey.
That's all I do. Dagger returns back.
So you take your dagger and you and it cuts into it as you catch it again on the back end. It roars out in annoyance at all of that. Do you take any other actions?
I respond in annoyance. I think I speak that.
You're a teenager, yes.
I respond in disgust. Dr. Stone.
It's a native language of yours. You love learning when you turn 20.
It's not true.
Is that Serene beside me?
Oh yeah.
I pull her a potion, shake it up a little bit. Yeah, that'd be good. I hand her a potion of haste. It's infusion of mine. And I look at her, I was like, use it now, use the later. Is that a standard action?
Yes.
Okay. I then move 5 feet towards that's a table.
Okay.
And
The hydrangeas are beautiful.
I appreciate the hydrangeas in that.
Here, take this.
Oh.
Free action gently puts it down. I'll pick that up in a minute. Oh, she can make that. It gets 2 attacks on her. Oh, what have I done? That's an alarming amount of
Kicking
damage.
my own.
I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind?
Yes, I had her damage written down. She looked hurt.
I held her a bunch.
She looks more hurt now than she ever has. Wait, it only gets 1 attack from her. Wait, no, that was right. Sorry, I was grappling.
One of those. The other one. I don't know what's going on.
I would imagine a plant like this would have numbers.
How does she beat? It does not grapple her, and I don't know why. As it snaps around her, she reaches out and grabs its jowls. They can't close on her as she throws its head to the side, running the rest of the distance. It doesn't have combat reflexes, as she's just going to pounce it. Get pounced. 38 will hit her target.
Oh God! What have we done?
That was a rookie number. You're gonna get him up.
Minimum damage of 9.
Oh God! What have we done?
Damon's in love.
She is single.
Comes with baggage though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does.
So much trauma. Top of the initiative,
Oh,
Damon.
her.
I wind up my sword.
Actually, he's in
Yeah.
base combat with it because it moved.
So 22 on the first attack.
And how is she there?
22 hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
22 on the first attack.
22?
To hit?
22.
Yes.
No.
20. That would,
Oh, really? Okay.
it's a huge creature.
Well, lower. That's a 16 or a 15.
15. Okay.
Sure it's not 17?
Yes.
Even if it was.
15 points of damage with my cold iron.
Sweaty coat iron. Sword.
Yeah.
Delicious. You run up and you cast mulch on this thing as you hack into one of the pods, cleaving it in half. and like this sap ooze stuff spatters on the ground, and it's a little more visceral than you were expecting, especially now that it can scream in pain. And you're like, oh, it makes ouchie noises.
All the little bitty plants off to the side scream.
There's a leak in the boat.
Do you know how big leaks are? This is
Depends
not a
how much
small-
I drink.
Can we just move on?
Yep.
Move it on.
I think it's very good.
Nailed it.
It's Terrace's turn.
A leak is like that big.
Uh-huh.
They're huge. I did not realize this until I saw one at Walmart. I'm like, what?
You see everything.
That's pretty accurate.
So I took a giant leak at Walmart.
I'm a one-trick pony.
It's an effective trick.
I have a gun.
That sentence started and ended with what I thought.
Fly trap. Not bemused.
Able to fly?
Not super thrilled with what's going on.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Is it bleeding?
We tried to diplomatize.
You see a fly trap.
Oh, it almost
so is it
worked.
a trap that causes you to fly, or is it a plant that wants to eat us?
20 will not hit Serene. Does an 18 hit Damon?
Oh, nice.
37.
Oh my gosh! Does a 19 hit Perry?
These numbers would hit me.
Does a 33 hit Damon?
Yes.
There we are.
Stop.
Found it.
Dealing 12 points of damage. You grapple it. It goes to bite at you, and you're like, oh, it like raises you off the ground. It's like flinging you around.
I have a bomb ready. I just bring it back.
It turns into a human. You take another action. Does it take another action? No. Parry.
Perry, I will do this.
But different.
Actually, pretty much the same. Hopefully. Does a nat 20 faint successful?
No.
My goodness. And 18 hit its flat-footed.
Yes.
Good.
Couldn't bring myself to fly.
29.
Oof. Big oof. You throw your dagger. The vine that Damon's biting onto, you cut it clean as Damon hits the ground. He's like, ah! And it's just like aloe vera. Do you take another action? Okay. Dr. Tone. What is that?
How hurt is it?
David.
Imagine I haven't good enough heal check. I know your percentage pretty quickly.
Not half.
Perry's been hurt a little bit. Yeah. I activate my.
I have mutated into something more righteous.
That is the entirety of my alchemist class.
I'm Mormon.
I just throw on a sacramental robe.
But it's now an HD. Your channels are more
Like, hot dang.
Haha, get wrecked. Feel the power
Turns
of
up the volume.
pause.
Please make this go mute right now. Not that was-
Oh my god.
You take any other odd actions? Okay.
Just leave your chin. Or can you not?
I can't. They're both standing.
Okay, not. Who's there? Was that?
Stop looking at my roll.
Yeah, because I'm playing.
He's got you there.
She can't
Oh God.
Considering what she wrote, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
That's ridiculous.
Okay,
So glad we did not have to fight her.
Right. Although she was a lot more.
She reaches back. She slams her hands into the ground. You hear this thing wrench out and scream as she begins to pull it up by the roots. And then she starts to pull in both directions, and you see it become bifurcated from the base to the stem as she rips it apart, and that green gunk rains down over her, and just like that, you are out of combat.
I really thought you was about to pull this out of like Mashal,
Good
where he
grief.
like lifts the whole like floor up and shoves it at him. I was like, there ain't no way. This is all ground.
Channeling. Not to ruin the moment. Totally ruin the moment. Holy crap. 30.
That's a channel?
Yeah.
33.
Woohoo!
You challenged 33 times.
22, 33, 34.
I look around to see if there's any wall left of this thing.
He wants to replant it later.
What?
Or is it currently in 2?
The question then would be, are you gonna make it
Are
simple?
you still.
I'm pretty good. Not 3
That'd
days
be a
yet, but I'm
reoccurring
close.
character 10 years from now.
They're like, I like fist bump.
You remember me?
Fist bumper. I'm like, yeah.
I can give you increments of 5 healing. How many of those would you need?
Just 1, 5.
Yeah.
No, we did give it an option. We tried really hard.
I was really close. Yeah, I looked at it and I saw that murderous intent in his eyes, and I was like, it's not.
It doesn't have eyes.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I said. Can we go through the door?
Potatoes have eyes.
Yes.
I like it.
I checked the door for traps.
Stepping up to door.
I can assure you, you were trapped. I think you have to climb out the window to get to it.
Probably.
This is a set sequence of what we see.
Do I get my pluses? 28. I spelled for the.
Shut up.
What'd he say?
I rolled in a 12.
31 still.
Rolled a 2.
Stupid.
It's only 55.
Stupid. Every number's stupid. I rolled low. What did you roll? A 2. It's 53.
I'm making sure Serena has the haste potion.
Puts it in her. Opening the door.
Stealth like. You're confronted by a
Blood and blanks. There's somebody probably flanking it if I had my guess.
The
though.
fish
Are you
seems
flanking him?
unsurprised.
Probably.
Did you say the fish seems
I said you're confronted by a pike. The fish seems unsurprised by your appearance.
Have you seen Pike? That's just their natural expression.
Dumb.
Yes.
We're going to sneak in real quiet, like a fish. Yeah, right, like a fish.
I love that movie.
It's a great movie. I don't care what anybody says.
What is it?
Flushed away.
No, that's
The little
That's
mouses.
chicken.
Chicken run.
Is it the mouse?
Two-
No,
two
that's
rats.
flushed away's the rats.
It's both. They're both rats. They're both.
Yeah.
I can't remember if Whitey says it or if the other rat says. I think you're right. Yes.
cigarette. Although I hear fish flushed away.
Fish to flush.
Fished away.
Got him.
Words are hard.
Specifically?
I can put your two languages on this.
I can butcher all of them.
Sorry. You should be.
I know you spoke fluent gobbledygook.
Harry. As you open the door, You see Ragnar laying on the ground. He's struggling to move, and there's just nothing left to like get him going. He looks exhausted and defeated. You see Ragnar, a separate entity standing there that turns to look at you holding the axe as it grins, tilting its head. The symbol beneath Ragnar glows, and you see Ragnar disappear. You see all the things as previously described, as well as Thesmara sitting at the head of the table. Do what? You stealth? Would that stealth get you? 31. However, Ragnar did see you because he can sense the living.
That's fair, yeah.
So I don't have that.
Not anymore. All the bonuses that Ragnar ever gave you are now gone.
Pure vanilla Ragnar.
He is a classic Ragnar, thank you.
No bots.
What was it altogether?
31.
That beats her 30 DC.
Jeez. So close.
There's a 5% chance of me failing that.
What did you roll?
2.
I hate everything.
Yeah, just me.
No, she does not see you.
Okay, I'm back. Potion of greater invisibility. You can't see me. I should have been last. Okay.
Terrace watches. He goes, "Oh, Terrace, that is beautiful." I don't know where he's at. The dragon goes, "If it means anything, I can see him."
The kid's gonna get himself into trouble. I start marching forward toward the door.
Okay.
I will attempt to stealthily get to like the back corner. I didn't roll one.
How specifically do you go about that?
Hugging the wall.
This way?
Yes.
Okay.
No, there's. If I don't see
Did
you,
you
I
go that
assume
way?
you've gone inside.
When you get here, I will need you to roll me a reflex save.
Roll 18.
Oh.
37.
As you begin moving through the darkness, your foot slips. You feel the floor underneath you shift open. You cannot see it and you have no idea what's going on. But something is trying to get to you. You'll have to roll another reflex save to go forward, or you can move back and not have to make another reflex.
I fly forward without me.
Yes.
Like instinctively, like.
Damon,
I kicked the door open.
you bust in like a big D in a locker room.
Yeah.
So me and Terrace are like, so what do we do? Do we wait? Damon's just like kicking out the door, like, I guess.
Serene walks in with you. Terrace and I assume Tone are just like, we'll guard the door.
Back to back.
Potions out, gun out.
They're just like posing.
Bunch of posers.
I rush over to Ragnar. Ragnar, are you okay?
As you rush forward,
Stepping on
the symbol glows and a pulse fills the room as you see, what?
What? Are you surprised that there's a magical sigil on the floor?
Oh, no. Oh, let him cook. Let him cook. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
No, he's cooked.
Go on.
As you rush in, the sigil glows. Thesmara looks up at you and she smiles, right? She says, and this is where the fun begins. As it pulses out, and I will need good news, bad news. Good news, there's a save. Bad news, it's a will save.
All of us or him?
Not you,
Okay.
because it doesn't matter. But you two for sure.
You save?
Yeah, you say.
Oh no, Amos. Sure.
He fails.
Oh, I failed.
Is this
11.
Yeah.
Altogether.
Yep.
Wonderful.
11.
Wonderful. You each take 100 points of damage.
Up to death?
Up to 1.
I'm at 1.
I'm at 1. No, I'm not at 1.
As the harm spell echoes out
I
through
do
the
all of
room.
this healing. No.
And you just kind of, Ragnar looks at you, and I imagine you're just like, that didn't hurt at all. He can't take any strenuous actions, but he's like, ha! It's worth it.
It's an area of effect. You can't-
Huh?
It's an area of effect. You can't turn it.
I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
I just wanted to. I had some salt and I didn't know where to put it.
That wound was
he can
fresh.
turn the spell. Harm isn't a high level spell. Now, no, you can't.
Does Maria seem totally unaffected by it?
Because she's not real. She's fake.
Oh, I need to roll for Serene. I forgot she was.
Will she save? Yes. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Smart. Dr. Toadsmart. The fun part is I wish my intelligence was dumber. So
And it is like to get over it, get past it.
You roll plus your spellcasting level plus your ability modifier.
Yes.
So it's a trap, though.
Did she cast the trap?
The trap was already set. It had already been.
It would technically have a
was the
DC.
Thesmara's
Yes.
trap.
Yes.
Then you would use her.
But does she roll for it? Because I have the number.
Technically, yes.
So
But it'd be her level when she cast the trap.
right. Too right, matey.
Get that back.
You're right. That's like a lemon.
Okay, so level plus.
Spellcasting ability. I'm assuming correct.
2 less, whatever.
Yeah.
3 less. No, it's 2. If you're going to
Stop, you two.
1, 2.
Oh God.
You're going the same direction.
Okay.
Potassium.
And plus roll.
Yes.
Okay, she gets a 5 or better. Roll a 6.
So she also get hurted?
Oh yeah.
Harmed it? Sorry.
She looks up at you.
Me have small brain, he says.
We'll talk later.
You remember when Tara suggested that maybe we make a plan? She stands up. Thesmara just is sitting there, just.
I have magic pistol. I can kill you all.
I need to do a knowledge arcana to see if I'll reactivate my trade with arcana.
You may.
Ooh, that's smart.
Shut up.
Does not pass.
Healing is your serious wounds. Oh, those are just
So none.
Okay. No, I have 2 potions about
12.
12?
Yeah.
You don't know what you're looking at. It's moving. So it's kind of hard to follow. I will give you a bonus if you want to reroll knowledge arcana.
Am I using...
Does classic Ragnar have knowledge arcana?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
Not a
You're just like,
single
ugh,
thing. Oh.
this is a weird hopscotch board.
I don't know.
I'm glad you Piasos think this is funny.
I think it's
If we want
hilarious.
This one be on
If we
record.
don't laugh, we cry.
She stands up.
Where Davey kills us again.
She walks over to the circle, but not into it. As she stands there and she looks at you. You should have took the deal when I gave it to you before. But tell me, why shouldn't I kill you, little friend? Here you stand. Serene walks over to the other side. Because you'll be dead before you hit the floor. You can see her teeth.
Bottle of enchantment.
I don't respond, but I'm preparing
I
myself
understand why you asked me the question you asked me.
For
It's
one-
what I do in Cure Series.
one final stand.
That's a dangerous one.
When she spoke, Taris entered the door. You see Taris's expression when he hears her voice. He opens the door. He shoots. You see the bullet pass through her. She kind of phases out and then rematerializes.
Called it.
She says, "Do you really think that I would still be here?" She says, "Whatever you're going to do, I suggest you do it quickly." She disappears. Suddenly, the entire room begins to shake. I would like anybody that would like to roll me either a perception check, a sense motive, a knowledge arcana, or a knowledge engineering.
I don't know.
21 perception.
With a 21 perception, the hut is shifting. You're not entirely certain what that means, but you feel like things are about to change. You don't know what that means for you, but you do know it's a coming. It's a happening.
Arcana
Engineering?
29.
You may.
Did you say?
29?
Yeah. Whoa, our internet just went out.
Wait, what? Who went out?
It might just be me.
Thank you, buddy.
And 0 drop frames.
Have you tried unplugging it and replugging it back in? That doesn't actually- It needs help, please.
Hewlett Packard is not a sponsor.
You want to try that again? But louder.
What did you get altogether?
29.
With a 29, as the hut begins to shift and move, you look over it kind of shocked. You see how the wood begins to shift and move, and you realize in that moment, it's alive.
Yeah.
It's not a trap. It's not mechanical. You're in a living hut. It is beginning to activate, and it will move. You have 10 rounds.
2.
Escape.
Escape.
You have 10 rounds to do whatever.
Or we're digested.
There is, and I may have failed to mention this because it's kind of hard to see. It's on there, but there is another door on the far side.
There's also a broom here.
There's also a cauldron there, and a chair there, and a book there, and a crystal ball there,
And a giant trap on the floor.
and a pile of teeth.
I'm afraid to move out of this.
Move over the circle.
I would like the group to roll for initiative because I feel like this is.
No, that's just rude.
I win.
27.
I won the initiative, yay!
Harry.
27.
Harry.
27.
Harry.
27.
Do you remember?
Sorry.
How many rounds it took you to get back from
5.
outside? 5.
It's now triple.
Damon.
17.
Ragnar.
Hear me out. I got 27 with a nat 20. I should go before him.
I agree.
Loser. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm at 0.
Dr. Tone.
It's a 5, so you don't feel like, unless you've already erased my name, you don't feel like you have to move.
Okay.
It's at the bottom. Yeah, at the bottom. After a certain number, it doesn't matter.
No problem, man. I just can't roll high on initiative rolls.
It's okay.
Every roll that I make falls somewhere in the middle, and you jokers fall somewhere on either end.
And
Ha! Taris rolled a 20.
So
He still goes after Perry.
Okay. And
But-
only right now. I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 5.
David got 17.
His man is an instrument.
His man is an instrument. Patrick Star.
And as a free action, before the counter begins, I will let you call out whatever you would want there as this begins.
The hut's alive. Either kill it or get out.
Okay.
You hear from the corner mysteriously.
There's a door next to you.
You don't know where I am.
I heard you from the corner.
That's true.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spot.
Top of the initiative, Ragnar.
The corner. I lay there, saying, "Help!
Do you take any other actions?
Help!"
You can't move.
Not without passing out.
Oh, you can move.
No.
If I was...
Have you tried to stand up? Because I have trouble doing that at times. Bad knees and bad back. Just despite my last name, it's still bad.
I want to be forever. Wasn't that your
Forever Young, yeah, case three.
Ooh, that's way too late.
Oh, this is not that epic.
You're
Well,
gonna
I'm
die.
gonna use it, just not for this.
Use the music from Monster House.
Mobile home.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll just do that.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube.
Monetized.
Perry.
I feel like that's a great area.
I'm kind of hoping that Doc has a channel available, so I'm gonna move toward the center of the room and investigate her table to see if there's anything of use.
Hey.
With the perception.
100%.
check. 30.
The
30 perception.
30. Looking at the table, the first thing you find is the last of the 3 satellite spheres.
Nice.
Knew it.
A open book, its pages flipping on their own, but when you look at it, there are sketches and it's little more than a mundane sketchbook. There's no magical qualities to it. There is a pile of teeth.
Gross.
5 of them are gold, equaling 1 gold piece apiece. And there is a hat. When you look at it, you see the folds of it shift open and a yellow eye looks at you.
Oh, hello.
And it is, despite your greater invisibility, looking at you.
I can't do 2 rolls. I did perception. I can't do a knowledge
Not
roll.
the same, yeah, not the same turn. Because we're on a time limit.
Yeah. I will use a standard action to put the sphere in my bag, and then I'm going to inquire about my new friend here in a minute.
Okay. Do you take any other actions? Terrace says, "All right, gentlemen and lady, we can either go back the way we came or we can see if there's a faster way out of that door. What do you suggest?"
We need to find the power source of the island.
Well, we've been everywhere else.
But there.
Fun. I'm just going to round this. 5, 10, 60.
You were not?
Oh yeah. You should be. Damon.
I'm dragging Ragnar out of there.
Okay.
I resist.
To the opposite side, away from the black.
This one.
Yeah.
So you're observing the room before you move?
Yes, I'm observing. I should probably move away.
Oh, he doesn't weigh enough for. Yeah.
No.
What's your strength?
It's
Yeah, he doesn't weigh enough for you not to be able to drag.
okay. Yeah, I
Don't
drag-
wear
drag
anything.
outside of the
What's your roll me a will save.
21.
21 succeeds. As you step out of the spear, it glows. You feel it begin to like pull against you, as if the twines of magic interweaved and woved into your soul, and it was trying to drag you back with an entrapment spell.
Huh.
And you're just kind of like, not today. However, Ragnar may be a different story.
You got a lot of will, right?
It's got a
Well, I
lot of
say
won't.
it. Yeah.
Well, you won't know until you roll.
You
huh?
won't know. I can't roll. I ain't out of there yet. You ain't pulled me far enough. Okay. Slow.
Ragnar, go ahead and roll me. That was-
What do I need to roll?
Budget.
That's the question. What do I need to roll?
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Roll a 30 pass. I didn't roll that.
It will. What did you get?
22.
22?
Yeah, 21.
21.
14.
So you feel, and Ragnar cannot leave.
Hunter, who's stronger? Me, my back, or this magic? Oh, like from the blob.
Pull his like clothes through, and they're like, oh.
Is this a form of grapple?
You ain't never seen it
No.
before, have you?
It's a form of a binding spell.
Oh man.
Oh, man. Oh, gee, Willikers missed
Do what?
If a target is bound, grapple, or otherwise restrained, does he fit those conditions?
No. No, bound
feel
is like
like
a
that-
physical bound.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a physical thing. Yeah.
It is only a level 1 spell, so I'm okay.
You're not knocking sense.
Do you take any more hilarious actions?
Just stamp my foot and get all cross.
You missed.
No.
Oh, she brought me
For your
again.
old nephew.
Do you have no spells?
That's
That's the
irrelevant.
cutest angry
What
face.
else?
It's hard to take him
Sounds
serious
like
when he gets all pouty.
So whatever hops into my head,
Wait,
whatever I think of
listen.
that is surely
What
temple.
I need you to do, Chef. Rude.
Did you guys see mine?
I want the help so bad.
You made this whole thing which we would have.
I didn't want to. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like
I made a trap that wouldn't let you leave as the house is going to kill you.
Did you really?
Um,
You sound surprised.
I'm on
Little
Team Terrace, I guess.
Do I get to roll again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Dr. Tom.
cool. I'm going to activate my wings.
Mind, please.
User. Fly around the trap, moving to the center next to the table there. One step this way. Yes. I have a 60-foot movement while flying like that.
Dope.
So, yeah. I do that channeling thing,
Oh, thank God.
Who?
He channels
which is
it.
my last channel.
It's a good channel.
It's a decent channel, too.
Delicious, delicious channel.
It's bringing.
What channel is it?
19. So that's 29.
That was dumb. You laughed.
Well, yeah, it was funny.
That golden glow emits out. And that is the first of 10 rounds. And we'll continue these rounds right after these commercial messages.